Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we came across this new world, Halloween Town, and then met up with Jack Skellington, who is trying to control the Heartless and get them to dance for him. But in order for them to do that, he needed to construct them a heart. Now, we started looking for the ingredients, but the Heartless spiraled out of control, and so now we have a major crisis on our hands, as the mayor said. We have to put things right in Halloween Town. So, last episode, the professor told us to look for memory. The place you find it in is just go right off of Guillotine Square and go to the graveyard. Defeat the Heartless here to get Sally to appear, and after this cutscene she'll give you the Forget-Me-Not, which apparently represents memory. I honestly don't get how any of these elements really represent anything except like in the most vague terms, so it's no wonder that the heart wouldn't work. It's not even a matter of like the heart being more than the sum of its parts. It's the fact that I'm pretty sure they got the ingredients completely wrong. Oh yeah, this is something that I figured I'd just have to bring up at one point or another. But, oh! Zero's so cute. I think Zero is so adorable. That's Jack Skellington's dog, Zero. If you get close, he'll go away, because apparently he's shy of the mortal plane. But anyway, I was gonna say, this was gonna have to be brought up at one point or another. I might as well get out of the way now, talking about Halloween Town. One of the biggest disappointments in Kingdom Hearts 2 is the fact that Halloween Town reappears, but it is so much worse in every single way. Like, the problem with Halloween Town in the second one, and you're gonna see, the further we get in this world, the larger it becomes until, I think there's literally one of the rooms, in one of the areas of Halloween Town is just gigantic, and it's possibly one of the biggest areas in the game. And then you have to compare this to what Kingdom Hearts 2 does with Halloween Town, which basically just turns it into a bunch of narrow corridors, half that are based on Halloween and half that are based on Christmas. And they could have done so much more with it. Like, that's one of the biggest problems with Kingdom Hearts 2, is that in Kingdom Hearts 1, the worlds are really big and there's usually a lot of area to cover and explore. For example, Atlantica, there's so much, like, unnecessary space in that one. And they don't even give you maps to navigate it, whereas in Kingdom Hearts 2, everything is just so linear, and they don't give you any big places to explore. And now that we have bigger jumps, as you're going to see, we're going to get even more awesome forms of transportation later on. It really makes the worlds a lot of fun to go through. And that's basically why I like the second half of this game is so much better. The second half being once you can actually make use of the high jump. Like once you get out of Monstro and then get past Atlantica, where you can't use the high jump because you can't jump underwater. That's my basic explanation for that. Now just one more ingredient. We need Surprise to complete the heart. The mayor should know where it is. Alright, so we gotta find the mayor. But unless I'm mistaken, I think the mayor is hiding somewhere. Oh, I think he's in a slightly new area that I can't exactly remember where it is. Anyway, this is the villain of Halloween Town. It's pretty obvious. This isn't even a spoiler. And yes, he's also one of the evil Council of Doom working under Maleficent. This is Oogie Boogie. I personally always liked this guy's design and his voice. Really awesome voice. He's actually still pretty fun in Kingdom Hearts 2. The funny thing is, in Kingdom Hearts 2, where you fight Oogie Boogie again, and I'm not even sure why you fight him again, but the fact is you do fight him again in the second one, and I think he's actually a little bit more difficult in that game, but that's another story. Well, that's another story. If you want the ultimate game challenge, you have to buy Action 52. I need to stop making references to stuff and not explaining it. You know, I'm gonna explain it because I might as well. There's this crappy game called Action 52 that came out, I don't know how many years ago, for some console that I can't remember. I forget if it was actually a worthwhile console, or if it was a fail console with a fail game. But anyway, it was a pretty awful game that had 52 games on it, and that was supposed to be a big thing. Oh, it's 52 games in one! The problem is that all of them completely blew, and the best one on it was called, like, Cheetah Men, and even then, Cheetah Men was, like, a huge piece of crap. You have to look up Cheetah Men trailer to just get an idea of how bad that game is. Like, the advertisement for it is so strange. I think I actually have it, I think I have it favorited, so go to my favorites. Videos and favorites are usually good. I wonder if that comment is still there. Remember before I changed my, my channel page format, it used to say a lot more than it does now, because the new format actually limits a lot of what you can say, like in the little bar to the side. It just cut out so much stuff that I'd written and replaced it with just like half of what I'd originally written, so I don't even know if that message is there anymore. So I guess I might have to repost that and just say the favorites usually contain something good. Unless, of course, that's there and I've just forgotten. I don't know. I'm not checking my page too frequently, so I might not be up to date with everything that's going on in it. Woe is me. Oh yeah, and I promised last episode to explain more about White Knights. I got cut off at the end because that's where I cut the episode. About White Knights. They're spelled white not as in the color, but as in white, W-I-G-H-T, which is like some sort of ghoul or undead spirit. Basically, the deal with White Knights is that if you're playing, and this is specifically a message that I'm giving for you if you're going to attempt this on Expert or Hard or whatever that higher difficulty is, White Knights have an outrageous amount of offense, and they can usually lay waste to your party in seconds. They're very dangerous, so you really need to stay on your guard. They tend to drop down from like the sides or above or behind you, and then attack, like with this X-Strike sort of attack. And on Expert difficulty, that can do about half your HP right off the bat, even if you've gone through Atlantica beforehand. That's something that I've ran in before because I always tend to forsake the shield. So you just need to roll out of the way using dodge roll, and then go to fight them before they jump back up. That's my message for defeating them. Fire also works pretty well if you're a mage. Ghosts rise from those tombstones. Check the tombstones in the order the ghosts appear. This is randomly generated, for the record. If you get it wrong, you're in for a surprise! So there's one over there. Okay, two over there. One over there. Okay, so... Oh, we got really lucky. We're just gonna check this again. And then the third right here. Or was it the second? Okay, good. I don't know what the surprise could have possibly been, but I'm guessing it would probably be a Heartless ambush. Now, there was a giant pumpkin here, but after you get the three... the guess is right, the pumpkin explodes and you can get that Jack-in-the-Box out of the treasure chest, which is a surprise that we were looking for. So now that we have surprise... Oh, we aren't supposed to be in this area yet. Let's get out of here. Before... Oh, God. I was gonna say, before the Heartless come. There's a lot of Heartless in this room. There are some areas of Halloween Town that are just so dense with Heartless. I think perhaps even more than most of the worlds. Okay, now hopefully without meeting any more... There should be a little platform or something that we can hit with fire and then use it, and then ride it out of here. Should be against the wall, I think. There it is. Fire! So we'll just target that. Now, if you jump on top of that platform and ride it to the top, it'll take you over the wall, and spawn you back at the graveyard where you first met Sally. There's another platform in this graveyard, that we just jumped off of, and that'll take you back to Spiral Hill, which was the place where I said we aren't supposed to go yet. The deal with Spiral Hill is you're going to have to go there, but first return surprise to the professor, which is what we're going to do. And now more advanced Heartlesses we've seen are now popping up around the square instead of just Shadows and Search Ghosts, which are actually weaker than Shadows, which perplexes me. That has to be a glitch or something, because I'm fairly certain that Search Ghosts are substantially stronger. Oh yeah, and another thing is you might have been noticing that I haven't changed my Keyblade in forever. The reason for that is, like I said, Crab Claw is so stupid. I think it's a little bit stronger than the one we currently have. But at the same time, it would throw off the aesthetics of this world so much. I mean, already this Keyblade, whatever it is, 3 Wishes, doesn't really fit in so well, but the fact is, it's not as stupid looking as Crab Claw, and it's fairly strong. Personally, I think I prefer it over Jungle King. Even though Jungle King has better reach, this is better with critical hits. Yes, this is it! Okay, great. That was the only text box. And now we have a cutscene! I love how haphazardly they tend to throw those two elements together. So this is the completed heart, which contains, like, a frog. Oh my god! You can't just tip over old men in wheelchairs? That's ridiculously mean. I really hate those 3 kids. They creep me out. Not even lying. So now we gotta chase after them, of course, and get that heart back. Because Oogie Boogie now wants to use that heart to control the Heartless. And unlike Jack, I don't think his intentions are as friendly as just making them dance. Oh no. I think he's going to probably use them to try and take over the world, find the keyhole or whatever.
Lost them.
Come to think of it, I can't remember where the keyhole of this world is located. I have fairly good memory for all of them. As usual, our goal here is not only to save the world, but to seal the keyhole to prevent the world from being in trouble later on. Which confuses me, because then in Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 2 just besides the main plot, which has to do with Organization 13, has a god-awful plot, I have to say. Like, for the general worlds and stuff, the fact that, like, they're threatened by Heartless again shouldn't even be a factor. Like, they're saying, as long as people are evil, then Heartless will never truly cease to exist. That's fair enough, that's fair, I can understand that, but once you sealed a keyhole, the world is saved. Like, you don't even have to worry about it anymore. Sure, if there's Heartless around there, I mean, I guess you could clear them out, but it's not like the keyhole's in jeopardy anymore, so the world isn't technically threatened. It's just a matter of people dealing with the fact that evil exists in the world, and that's just something you have to live with. It's what people live with on a daily basis. It's not like you can ever be freed from evil, because that usually leads to some kind of dystopian sci-fi future. But whatever, let's get out of the town square. You might have been noticing another kind of Heartless that we've been facing around here. They're purple and they're fly, and they're little flying enemies. They're called gargoyles. I feel, though, as if I should save my explanations of them for future episodes, because I would rather explain them while you're fighting so you get better context. Because I think that sometimes things are just better understood in context. Ugh! Search ghosts are still so annoying, even if they're weak. Get out of my way. And now, next episode, we're going to be heading back to Spiral Hill, taking the shortcut in the graveyard. So, see you guys next time.